Hi, I'm Ryan CRC, and welcome to The Truth Heals. Ben Shapiro is a conservative mouthpiece who regularly speaks out against abortion. He believes the practice should be banned because abortion kills potential lives. This is known as sophistic reasoning. His argument may seem clever on the surface, but when we look deeper, we can see it doesn't actually make sense. The problem is, we exist in the present, not in the future. So the idea that an embryo deserves the rights to personhood just because it may possibly become a person someday is flat out ridiculous. We don't treat toddlers like teenagers just because they may grow into teenagers one day. They don't possess the mental or physical capabilities of teenagers, so we don't expect much from them. We treat toddlers like toddlers because that's what they are right now. We don't treat teenagers as adults just because they may reach adulthood years from now. They don't possess the same maturity as adults, so we can't expect as much from them. We treat teenagers as teenagers because that's what they are in the present time. Ben Shapiro would not date a 9-year-old girl, based on the premise that she will grow up one day and become an adult. He's not going to take her for a night on the town and tell all of the horrified onlookers, oh, it's okay if we date, she's a potential adult. Because the fact is, she is still a child at this moment in time. Right now, she is not mature enough to date. So Ben would respect her current state as a 9-year-old girl and treat her accordingly. Likewise, an embryo does not have a functioning brain or lungs. It's not mature enough to survive outside the womb on its own just yet. So we can't really consider it to be a baby right now. It may have the potential to develop into a viable fetus or baby later on in the 3rd trimester. But right now, at this moment in time, in the real world, an embryo or a 2nd trimester fetus cannot be considered a baby. Nearly a quarter of all embryos spontaneously miscarry. Does Ben shake his fists at God and accuse him of being a mass murderer because the Lord wastes thousands of potential lives each year? How can Ben Shapiro, who is Jewish, worship a hypothetical deity that commits abortions en masse for some mysterious reason, and then presume to tell real women in the real world that they don't have the right to end pregnancies for their own well-being? Either Ben Shapiro has to admit that his interpretation of God is the most prolific baby killer in the history of the world, or he has to admit that potential children are not actual children, and leave women alone so they can have autonomy over their own bodies. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can view similar content on my other social media platforms, and check out my books on Amazon.com. Two Masters, You Cannot Serve Both Jesus and Trump, and Gay is Okay, Why Homosexuality is Natural and Not Sinful. They're available in both paperback and ebook formats. Links in the description below. I'm Ryan CRC. This has been The Truth Heals. And until next time, take care.